everybody. My name is Raymond Abiodun. I was raised. Yeah, we are product of a celebrant of today, Professor Adebayo Adetiloye. We'll start the program now. I'm very sorry we're starting late. We don't want to give reasons, but we're starting very now. And definitely we start with the national anthem. The revised old new national anthem. It's on page 1 of our brochure. The national anthem is That's a beautiful one. Thank you very much, everybody. You can have a seat. And we'd like to acknowledge the presence of the key principals of the university and our special guests. So,
I want to start the existing protocol. And I want to welcome first the representative of the Vice Chancellor in person of Professor Akinyemi. You're welcome, sir. Welcome the Provost of the College of Health Sciences in person of Professor B.A. Kolawole. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Okay, I can't cite it. Okay, yes, so I've seen him. So I want to welcome the Dean of the Faculty of Clinical Sciences. That's the person of Professor Salako. You're welcome, sir. I saw the video past the changed the seat. You're welcome, sir. Professor Shuaye. I cite senior professors, Professor Akionama. Professor Shuaye, all the way from Luz. You're welcome, ma'am. I cite the Royal Fathers of the Day. You're welcome, sir. I also want to acknowledge senior radiologists in the house. I see Professor Remu in the house. I see Professor Ayola in the house. I see Dr. Ajayi. I see. I can see Professor Adebayo. You're welcome, sir. I can see Dr. Shatna. I can see. Well, I will keep seeing you as you go on. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much. When with the university set up, there are a lot of professors. So we definitely need to acknowledge and praise them. Of course, I want Reverend Mrs. Adetiloye, we want to recognize your passionate. That's the wife of the celebrant. That's the pillar at the neck of the house. Thank you for what you have done for the family. Welcome and congratulations. Yeah, thank you everybody. We are here to celebrate Professor Adebayo Adetiloye. A couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, we had a burial for one of our late radiologists. And they gave a lot of tributes there. And I'm thinking, oh, I wish the man was alive to hear what all the people talking about him. Today, we are here to tell Dr. Professor Adetiloye what he has been to people. I can tell you how I was his first product as a radiologist. And that was 1994. I'll tell my story along the line. And I can tell you since 1992 that we met, like they say in the Bible, my life has not remained the same. That is the impact it has had on people. And I can tell you today, people are come all over the world. Professor Aremu came all the way from Canada. And of course, Olasoju came all the way from UK. And I know that Ositiama came all the way from Asada. Most of us came from within the country. That's the impact Professor Adetiloye has had on people. So we'll start with the goodwill messages.
Before that, I'd like to recognize the presence of Professor Adetiloye's in-laws. That's the person of Professor and Mrs. Osebi. I think they're good.
Let us see you. Welcome. Yeah.
I also recognize my HOD, Professor Adetiloye. You're welcome.
Thank you very much for she's the chief hostess. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I would like to take the goodwill messages.
So, it's okay. We don't want to break protocols.
Professor Adebayo Adetiloye, thank you very much for coming. We welcome you to this program. And I hope that as we go along this program, so please just sit down and relax. Bless. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to meet you. Brilliant and beautiful one. Thank you very much.
So we'll start with the goodwill messages and
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. say so that others will also come and testify of his goodness. I will just give a summary. I was very excited, and it's hard for me to say the kind of esteemed teacher I know. After a very good service, and also celebrating his 70th birthday anniversary. We always dedicate his essential leadership qualities, which are inspired our thoughts. Obviously, I think that our responsibility so makes it loud, and without yourself, where we go to walk, and I don't know really where to for this place. I don't know that there was something left behind that attracted others to join here. He has been
Recording in progress.
as the head teacher, clinician assistant. Sir, your contribution to ODU and and very, very Nigerian universities was there to meetings gradually by Africa. And meetings that is university and measuring the guidance, mentorship, and encouragement they have heard many academics in radiology and many surgical specialties. One day, when I was looking for a course in case of a woman that I didn't know the following day, I went to the I called him and he was so far away from what I got, attending a scientific conference. And he told me and said, okay, I should really call me for discuss later. I was able to be ready to attend the meeting because that's Christians and then to bring the following things. And his opinion was going to affect the depth of the operation that I was going to do. So the mathematics later was. So later that evening, he was not tired to discuss the patient fully with me. And by the grace of God, we operated the patient the following day. And you know, the management of this patient was later published and that we both co-authored. If he had not given his opinion, it may have affected the course of treatment of that patient. Perhaps needed to postpone or whatever. And when he became deceived, many years ago, and I went to congratulate him. Because when we come with our x-rays, we wouldn't have to come down to 3D. I don't know if you remember. evidently, Professor Adebayo Adetiloye and Senator. Professor Adetiloye is constitution to Radiology Department and Program remains a stabilizing influence and a rising point for both young and old. His leadership, the mentorship, and produced numerous consultants, professors. The dean was referring to one day when in one fell sick last month that 4 people were elevated to professorial care in the Department of Radiology. Before then, we had a law in that department, and I related several times with Professor Adetiloye. We come to my office, what can we do about this? Prof, I thank you for helping us to resolve those naughty cases, and forever be glad. Other cadre of specialists in radiology and related fields, this effort sought to the expansion of the equipment base and other assets for the department, which is evident for all to see. His competence as a professional is never in doubt, given his penchant for resolving and interpreting complex and difficult radiological images and scenarios. The dean also alluded to that. Many times we go to him when we have challenges with interpreting our radiological results, and Prof was ever willing to assist. While serving as Chief Medical Director, Professor Adetiloye demonstrated resourcefulness and exemplary prowess in his care management style. His attitude to governance fostered industrial harmony and peace during his tenure. If you understand what I mean, he was at home and friendly with all the associations in the hospital, no matter how difficult. Prof had his way with them, and for this we congratulate you, sir. I remember also vividly one day as head of the department when I was HOD, I had sent a message to Prof to request for an appointment to see him. And I didn't get a response in time, so I now called him. Prof, please give me an appointment to see you. He said, oh, serious. How can you be asking, booking an appointment? You can come to my office anytime, any day. And that is just Professor Adetiloye for you. Prof will also be remembered, in particular, for holding the hospital and ensuring unbroken services during the COVID-19 pandemic. This was a difficult time for the hospital, for Prof weathered the storm, and they held the hospital together. Thank you so much, sir. Professor Adetiloye, without, there's no case saying, is amiable, sociable, fair, and friendly in his dealings. I rejoice with him and his family on this attainment and wish him God's guidance, sound health, and unending joy as he embarks on the post-retirement phase of life. Congratulations, sir, and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And like the Provost said, that is our diagnosis idea. He had it in his hands. When you think you have exhausted the list of diagnoses, he will just put down, and then he pulls down his phone. Okay, I think we'll expect the Chief Medical Director first.
Thank you very much.
And the Provost was given a speech, Professor Adebayo from University of Ibadan. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Maybe you can stay with me, because I'm going to do mine a little different. Don't worry, it's going to be short. I had been asked to write a tribute at CMD, which I had done, and I saw that it was there verbatim on page 6, which I had done. So I'm not going to read it again, I'll just be extended. This is my boss, whom I'm well pleased. But for want of money, we wanted to celebrate him more than we did yesterday. So we have poured out our hearts, and our hearts go with him. And I titled that he's not retiring, but he's retiring. I have changed it to wire, because I pray he finds another mission in life. People like that are rare. And this is the best way to retire. In good health, in sound mind, with your children and your grandchildren. And just when you are living, you've left 4 professors. They're not Joshua. They are professors you trained there, and there are others. And we're going to employ soon enough, before this month goes. Radiology has 2 others. So it's perfect and in good time. All I would say that is not here, I deliberately checked in Nigerian cardiac registry that he helped us with our cardiac program. And I wish I could protect it, but the little you can see, despite the fact that this is a federal teaching hospital, we are the leading cardiac center in this country. And because congenital heart diseases don't dollarize it, there's nowhere in the world that is cheaper than that. That is to your left, So I leave this podium singing. If you know how to sing that song, sing it together. You have seen the Lord's goodness, His mercies and compassion. You have seen the Lord's goodness, hallelujah, praise the Lord. You have seen the Lord's goodness, His mercies and compassion.
Like I said, they're celebrating Professor Adebayo Adetiloye today. And like an elephant, being touched by different blind people. Many people know in different faces. I mean, like I said, I'm the first person who's trained as a specialist, and I'll tell my story. So I'm calling now the representative of the Vice Chancellor of this university.
Professor Adebayo. While we are waiting for him, I think the CMD actually got the right word for that. The guy is in town. Because I won't be surprised when we have a consultant meeting when another guy walks in. The guy is still restless. I'm not sure I can see that too. Did you respect that? The man is the guy is restless. Come on, the joke today.
First, I appreciate God that we have planned this event and that it is holding, and that we have Prof. Not just smiling, but doing the want to appreciate God, and for all those who have traveled, that you arrived, that God granted you joining us. I think, Mercy also allows to thank God. I don't know. You mentioned to thank God. Okay, I thought you can say, God, we thank you. Yes. We want to appreciate God for today. I bring greetings from the Vice Chancellor who is sharing a very important meeting that he cannot advertise, so that's why I sent him. So he sent his personal meeting, and I think he's a very responsible teacher. And also the management, about my management here. The same is nice to see you again, thanks so much. And the Provost of the College of Sciences, thank you. The Dean of Medical Sciences, Head of Radiology, all the professors and our colleagues who are here, all the mentees of Professor Adetiloye, and those who have come from far who want to recognize you. His friends, his family, those who have come to celebrate him. And also the music department, you are very, very nice. And I also see my brothers and sisters who are places like educated people who never go to school. Thank you so much. Prof, you guys want to celebrate you. You give your appreciation. For what that you have done for us. Thank you so much. Out of past 70 years, you have devoted two of those to building this institution. I think we can do better to appreciate you. I will quote from the Vice Chancellor's speech last year in December. The speech entitled Great Builders. He recognized people who come in forests, called Ife Forest, to the beautiful estate we have in our local area. And he recognized those who have contributed in building this place, the estate, both the physical structure we can see, and also the knowledge. And so, in the word of the Vice Chancellor, we want to recognize you as a great builder. Thank you for building. And so, when you leave, sir, you are not looking at the 70s, but can we call it a break? And when you look back, just tell you that I'm one of those great builders, and we really appreciate that so much. But just for record, as I mentioned, Prof joined the service of the university in 1992. That was 32 years ago. And he rose through the rank to become a professor in the year 2004. We can clap this. As the Provost also rightly mentioned, he was a great builder because he built his Department of Radiology. He contributed in the building, the College of Sciences, he served as a deputy provost. He also built the University Teaching Hospital, was a CMAC, was also a CMD, beyond that also, he built even in the hostels. He served as the deputy hall master of the PG Hall, and he also served at different capacities, even at the undergraduate hostels. Again, I want to appreciate you for that. So the university wants to set appreciation for your humanitarian services. And on that note, again, to wish you and your family a happy retirement life and a happy 70th birthday. As I discussed with you, sir, the university is trying to look for how to bring the great builders together so that even after retirement, they still continue to function to support the university. So Professor Adebayo, your friend in pharmacy, is the one coordinating that for the university. So I'm very sure we'll be happy to register you as one of his listeners. On that note, again, I want to appreciate her and again to wish us a happy celebration. Thank you.
I'm sure there are residents and young consultants in this room that were not, they were probably babies when Oga joined the university, because in 1992, I was writing common entries.
I'll tell my story. In 1992, my path across was Prof. Adetiloye. I started residency in 1990 with Professor Awolowo, Professor Valedictory, and coincidentally, 1990, I had the opportunity to go for training at Prof in UK. And then I also got the opportunity to get a placement in psychiatry. So my plan was to come back to Nigeria, stop my residency, and just go back and become a psychiatrist in the UK. And then I walked in, and then Professor Awolowo called me and said, well, we have a new consultant around. So I came in on Friday to drop my letter on Monday. He just said, look at it, I'm done with Ife, I wanted to Japan. So he walked in, and Awolowo said, oh, that's the new consultant that just walked in. And he greeted him. He said, okay, let me go and greet him. So I walked to his office. And the first thing was he looked at me and said, oh, sit down. I mean, if your consultant tells you to sit down, there's humility from him. And I noted that. So I sat down and said, oh, what do you want to come and do? And I said, well, I wanted to just come and resign and go abroad and become a psychiatrist. And he asked me a question. He said, do you want to be a radiologist or you want to be a psychiatrist? That if you want to be a radiologist, I'll make you one. biggest weekend I've ever noted in my life. Should I wait to stay or go back and become a psychiatrist? And I can tell you, he did not tell me I'll make you pass your exams. He said I'll make you a radiologist. And like I usually say, and the Yoruba people say, the first time I will never last. I mean, he point himself to us. Please, Professor Fabriwa, Professor Ashale is not here. There were 5 of us there. Myself, Professor Fabriwa, Professor Adetiloye, Professor Ashale, and then Dr. Valedictory. Valedictory is our youngster state. I don't know why I couldn't make it. He promised to be here. And I can tell you, Professor Adetiloye, he bought himself to us. And I can tell you, that's the first part of the story. I'll tell you two later. Now, we get to the main thing we have here for today. And we want to give a citation of the man giving the lecture.
So to give the lecture, I'm going to be inviting my Prof friend and colleague, Dr. Adetiloye.
As Prof is coming out, I want to call the Dean, the HOD of the Department of Radiology to please join the item. Professor Obafemi Awolowo.
All protocols are observed. I'd like to thank my department for giving me this opportunity. I consider it a privilege. Victor Adebayo Adetiloye was born on 14th August 1990. He was one of 6 siblings of Pa Prince and Madam Matthew Akintade Adetiloye of the royal family of Igbara-Oke, Ondo State. He is a professor of radiology at the Obafemi Awolowo University and consultant radiologist to the above in Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital, Ile-Ile. He obtained his first degree in medicine and surgery, MBBS, at the Medical School of the University of Ibadan in 1988. Before his appointment as a consultant in 1988, he had his residency training in radiology in the University of Ibadan Teaching Hospital, Ile-Ile, between 1984 and 1988, which culminated in the award of the Fellowship of the Medical College of Radiology, FMCR, and the Fellowship of the West African College of Surgeons. In 2021, he was awarded the degree of Doctor of Medicine through research by National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. He has been in service of OAU, THC, and OAU for 32 years. Over the years, he has had the privilege and good fortune to serve in various offices. In OAU THC, he served in various administrative and managerial posts, which include Chairman Medical Advisory Committee, CMAC, which is the de facto Deputy Chief Medical Director. He acted as the CMD on several occasions. Chairman Drug Revolving Fund Committee, Chairman OAU THC Schools Governing Board, Chairman of the Postgraduate Residency Training Committee, member of the Board of Management of OAU THC Establishment Committee, Finance Committee, Tenders Committee, and the Hospital Strategic Planning Committee. He also acted in Hospital Coordinator of FGN/BAMED project of revamping the health system. He was the head of the Department of Radiology, during which more than 100 doctors have been supervised and mentored, my humble self included. And in 2014, he was appointed as the substantive CMD by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to serve as the Chief Executive Officer of the OAUTAC for 2 terms, totaling 8 years of meritorious tenure. Outside the hospital, he served on the Ministerial Committee on behalf of the OAUTAC on conflict resolution between the Hospital Workers Union and the federal government, Ministerial Committee on the Resolution of the Interprofessional Conflicts in the tertiary hospitals in the country. He has served the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria as a member of the Senate, Secretary of the Faculty of Radiology, and Examiner of the College. He was also the Chairman and Chief Examiner of the Faculty of Radiology of the West African College of Surgeons. And member of the Council as well as member of key committees of the College. He was the editor of the West African Journal of Ultrasound and member of the editorial board of the West African Journal of Radiology, Journal of Radiation Medicine in the Tropics, and Annals of Health Research at the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital in Shagamu. He was the Secretary of the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, MDCAN OAUTAC branch, Publicity Secretary of Nigeria Medical Association, Kwara State branch, former President of the Pediatric Radiology Association of Nigeria, and member of the Radiological Society of North America. In the university, he served in various capacities as member of many faculty and College of Health Sciences committees, head of the Department of Radiology, Deputy Provost of the College of Health Sciences, Deputy Hall Master, Postgraduate Hall, and Hall Fellow of Undergraduate Halls at various times. He has been able to combine all these administrative responsibilities with academic commitment effectively, as evidenced by 77 and still counting research-based scientific publications and fellowships within and abroad. Commonwealth Medical Fellowship Award for Pediatric Radiology at, let me take that again, please. He was awarded the Commonwealth Medical Fellowship Award for Pediatric Radiology at Birmingham in the UK. Glasgow Pediatric Radiologist Travel Fellowship to European Society of Pediatric Radiology at Utrecht, the Netherlands. RSNA sponsored Teach the Teachers Training Program at Bethesda, USA. He is a recipient of many awards of excellence and honors from many government and non-governmental organizations. In all these positions, within the university, hospital, abroad and within the country, he has gained a vast experience, which with the God-given talent has enabled him to make positive impact and contribute to the advancement of the institution. He is happily married to his beautiful wife and they are blessed with children.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we give a round of applause for Professor V.A. Adetiloye.
Chancellor, represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, my CMD, Provost, Dean, my HOD, and my lovely wife. Let me stand on the existing protocols. Today is the D-Day. Before I start, let me make it known straight away that this is not going to be an academic discourse. Let me establish that. Forget about many professors, doctors here, no. Neither will it be another inaugural lecture because my provost, my former dean told me that I'm giving a second inaugural lecture. No. Nothing academic. Probably a gist. It is about the reflections of the good, the bad, and the object of my journey in life in an abridged form. Some of them you've already heard from the citation, from what the previous speakers said. Be that as it may, today marks a significant moment in my journey in this esteemed institution, that is OAU and OUTC. As I stand before you, I'm deeply honored and humbled by the trust and responsibility bestowed on me for serving all these years, and I am filled with a profound sense of gratitude and reflection. 70 years ago, what I'm going to say now, even my siblings may not know about this, my family may not know about this, but I chose to say this for a purpose. And my classmates in secondary school are all here, so they are hearing certain things that I want here in front with my presidents here. So we hear certain things about what to do. 70 years ago, today, I entered the world as a premature baby. It shocked you? Did it shock you? Entered the world as a premature baby, facing the uncertainty of survival. Because I was so tiny. Even somebody said, asked my father, are you sure this is a child? No, I'm not joking, it's not a gist. This is true revelation. Like I told you, I'm not going to tell you certain things. And for a purpose. Because I was so tiny, I was hidden in a private room, away from the prime eyes of the visitors and families who had come to celebrate with my parents. In that room, an oven was used to provide the necessary warmth, as incubators were not readily available at that time. This was the ugly and challenging reality of my arrival into this world. But today, here I am, to the glory of God, a premature birth survivor, covering over situations and circumstances, a testament to survival against the odds, having risen above those early challenges. It was truly a miracle, and I attribute my survival during those critically early days to the grace of God. This experience is a fundamental part of who I am now. Perhaps that was why my first name is Victor, symbolizing the triumph over adversity. The lesson for all parents and prospective parents is to never give up on any baby regardless of the challenges faced at birth. We have seen people dumping children in the dustbin and they turn out to be somebody in life. Never give up on any baby, regardless of the challenges faced at birth. It is important to know that the survival of a child can sometimes be beyond human control, underscoring the importance of faith and trust in God. Rather than turning such ugly situations into gossip, I told my Cindy yesterday, that is the situation in this part of the world. We gossip over everything. That is a common thing, a common practice in our environment. Rather than doing that, we should foster empathy, support, and kindness towards the families as they navigate these difficult times. In doing this, note that it is crucial to recognize and honor the inherent value and dignity of every human life. If they have realized that, they won't go and dump their children in the gutter, in the dustbin, or even soak away or whatever, because they fail to recognize the inherent value and dignity in every human life. Growing up thereafter in the heart of Lagos Island, particularly Campus Clear and Isadeko, where I grew up. Somebody is laughing. Yes. You are surprised that I grew up there. My siblings are there. We are grown up there. It was certainly challenging, but as a young person, I found it to be an adventurous and enjoyable experience. For those who are very familiar with Lagos Island, the Lagos environment of those days, especially in the areas where I lived, was not too child-friendly, dangerous. It was rife with miscreants, often referred to as area boys. And even the primary school I attended, Holy Cross Catholic Primary School on Catholic Mission Street, was not immune to this, to their presence. In those days, I won't mention names now because something may misconstrue it. Primary school students or pupils, no, they are not students, they are pupils, were raised teachers in Lagos, beating them up because they failed the exams. That was the school where they were. So they were also in this school. Growing up in such a dangerous environment was akin to navigating the shadows of death and criminality. What a bad environment for a child to grow up. Such a dangerous environment where the scepter of violence and uncertainty locked around every corner can shape a youth in profound ways, influencing their perceptions, behaviors, and outlook on life. That was a reality that left an indelible mark on my soul. But the good thing was that against all odds, I survived it, as I learned from that young age to navigate delicate balance between vigilance and vulnerability, walking a fine line between survival and peril. Each day was precarious, a precarious dance with faith and test of resilience in the face of adversity. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty of this environment, there were moments of respite and fleeting because of hope. In the loving embrace of my parents and aunts and uncle, all of blessed memory, I found solace and sanctuary from the storms raging outside the home environment. Their guidance, the piercing words of God, and their firm discipline provided me with the support I needed to navigate the challenges unscathed. The auntie I told you, like that I mentioned that, if you give you one abana, I don't know what it is, slap, it will set your brain. I didn't receive so much of such discipline. Those who receive that, they know themselves. In the audience, they know themselves there. So their guidance, the piercing voice of God, and their firm discipline provided me with the support I needed to navigate the challenges unscathed. The Bible says, train your child in the way of the Lord, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. Since then, I have not departed from the way of honor and discipline. What a good outcome. Like I said earlier, it was not all tales of woes. I enjoyed sneaking to play Ile-Le football. Many people will not know what is called Ile-Le. They are just rubber football, not the kind of football, rubber. If you kick it like this, air will help you, the wind will help you to drag it to another. So if you think you are aiming the goalpost, you are wasting your time. Because air will blow it somewhere. So, I enjoyed sneaking to play Ile-Le football after school hours at race course, now called Adebayo Adetiloye. And I also took delight in watching some traditional festivals like Eyo and Egungun masquerades, Igunu, Gelede, and Fante carnivals, to mention a few. Apart from the toxic environment of Lagos, being born without a silver spoon, with a humble background, can shape one's life journey in unique ways. In those days, like in many homes, at that time, bread with tea, rice with stew were typically reserved for Sunday breakfast and lunch respectively. You are laughing, you are enjoying, because this is the problem. Gen Z people didn't know what we went through. You only eat rice on Sunday, bread and stew on Sunday. Special occasions like Christmas, Easter, and birthdays offer rare opportunities to enjoy these treats with the added delight of a chicken's neck or head as a special bonus. In those days, I don't know who taught our parents that kind of nutritional value. They think the parents should be eating the type of turkey and the children will take the neck or head. What is in the head? It's not your fault. That was what they were taught. And that was the situation in virtually every home. Can you imagine what it was in those days? Despite this, my siblings and I were content with what we had. By God's grace, we witnessed a greater transformation in our circumstances. And thank God today, our children don't have to face this same hardship as we have. Without the benefit of privilege, my siblings and I learned to depend on our faith, resourcefulness, and unwavering determination to forge our own path in a world that often seems intent on holding us back. It's as if they don't swear for you, as if your village people are after you. You have to struggle. As the eldest, I brought significant responsibility of setting a positive example for my siblings, guiding them through the challenges we faced together. To those who, like me, were not born with a silver spoon, I offer this advice. Embrace your journey with relentless determination. It is a path of warriors, survivors, and champions. One that reflects the indomitable human spirit, not indomitable lions of Cameroon. No, we are not talking football here. Indomitable spirit. Though the journey may be long and the climb steep, remember that you are not alone. Many walk similar paths, creating a shared history that testifies to the strength and resilience within us, guided by the divine hand of Almighty God. With such a background, my growth was built on the foundation of resilience, determination, and an unwavering pursuit of a brighter future. Learning to make the most of what little we had, and finding joy in the simplest of pleasures shaped my journey. These principles guided me to the secondary school, Music College, Ijebuku, where I thrived and graduated in flying colors. Only the best. Only the best. Those are my classmates. The other one that can respond. You cannot respond. That statement is coded. Now listen to this. Entering Music College felt like a stroke of divine intervention. I took entrance examination and attended interviews at several secondary schools. Yet, only Music College extended an offer with surprising ease. Can you imagine? My father was taking around the whole of Western region for interview. He took me to Music College for interview. I was searched for entrance examination in Lagos. Then you have to travel to those schools for interview. And I wouldn't know what happened anyway. It was only Music College that extended an offer with ease. I got admission only in Music College. Out of so many. The difficulty in obtaining this opportunity was not due to any lack of academic ability on my part, but perhaps due to a unique alignment of circumstances. That word is also coded. The discipline and all those things we are talking about, we imbibe them when we are in Music College. So the school is still existing. For those of you that are children are just going up, send them to Music College. I owe much of this to God, first and foremost, and the leadership of our remarkable principal, Mr. Adebayo, who has since passed away. That was a man. A close associate of Taisho, Mr. Awolowo was a visionary leader, deeply committed to student welfare, maintaining high standards of education and discipline. When we go to secondary, they say they are malnourished, not in Music College. We eat, we ate. Am I lying? Well, that is one thing about that man. We ate well. But the man was a disciplinarian. Because he grew up with Taisho Larry. You can imagine what that word would be. Just as securing admission to secondary school was a challenge, the search for university placement proved equally daunting. I entered this phase with confidence, believing that my extramural advanced level classes had prepared me well enough. However, it was only the University of Ibadan that offered me admission under the esteemed leadership of Professor Ile-Ile, a brilliant and distinguished gentleman who was the provost of the College of Medicine at that time. As luck would have it, he became our chairman of the board, and one of the best boards we ever had. My time at UI was smooth and successful. I had no reason to carry overs and graduated with honors in medicine and surgery. Following my housemanship and NYC, I undertook my residency training at University of Ile-Ile Teaching Hospital under the mentorship of a brilliant radiologist, Professor Komalafe. Professor Komalafe devoted himself wholeheartedly to my training, guiding and counseling me throughout the program. Thanks to this exceptional support and guidance, I completed my residency in just 4 years and became the radiologist I am today. OAU experience. Great Ife. Fast forward, my journey into this great university OAU was one fueled by passion, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. This formed the basis of leaving my position as consultant radiologist at the Ring Road State Hospital Ibadan for OAU in 1992. Transitioning from a non-academic role in the Oyo State Public Service to an academic position at OAU was a dramatic and unexpected shift. Although working as a consultant at the state hospital offered a less stressful environment and ample of time, conditions many would envy, but the lack of intellectual stimulation and passion, coupled with the monotony of daily routines, became overwhelming. As a result, I felt compelled to seek a more fulfilling alternative. A transformative conversation with Professor Komalafe, who was both my academic and professional mentor, reignited my passion for academia. This moment was pivotal in guiding my career shift, and I have no regrets about that decision. I'm profoundly grateful to God for using Professor Komalafe to inspire and facilitate this pivotal change in my academic and professional journey. The decision to choose OAU over other universities is a story for another time. Because if I have to go into that, we'll leave at 6. So the decision to choose OAU over other universities is a story for another time. But before finalizing my choice, I visited the university and its teaching hospital. It was a sort of sneak review where I wanted to go. By stroke of divine intervention, the first person I encountered was Dr. now Professor Soya Adebayo. As if my footsteps were guided. For your information, this is not the place I knew Professor Adebayo. I knew him in Ibadan. So it was an easy ride for me. And I saw him doing work. He was on his war ride with some residents and students. And I called him. He said, "What are you doing here?" And I explained to him. Of course, let me continue with my. I'm digressing, don't let me digress, please. His encouraging words were just what I needed to decide to join the OAU. You know how Professor Adebayo talks now. He will convince you and he will add humor to it and force, a little bit of force to go with it. You know, of course, you know what I'm talking about. At that moment, I decided to move to Great Ife. Pursuing academic opportunities often necessitates relocating to a new city, state, or even country, requiring adaptation to different environments and academic cultures. This became my experience moving from Ibadan to Ile-Ife, an internal Japan. Okay? So, moving from Ibadan to Ile-Ife, and a journey of a self-discovery, intellectual growth, and professional transformation. It involved embracing new challenges and opportunities, and a commitment to lifelong learning in the pursuit of academic excellence and professional fulfillment. When I joined the Radiology Department at OAU in January 1992, the university provided a remarkable turning point in my journey. Late Professor Adetiloye, who was the provost of the College of Health Sciences, welcomed me with open arms, as if he was waiting for me. Alongside Professor Cordially, the CMD of the teaching hospital at that time, they made my experience in Ile-Ife and at the university notably smooth and supportive. It may interest you to know that I never lived in town in Ife. I came in straight. First into the teaching hospital guest house for 6 weeks. Roger gave me that place. And I had to move when the board meeting was coming. Meanwhile, Professor Adetiloye had been on the neck of the female DVC, they have forgotten her name, female DVC. Thank you very much, Professor Adetiloye. Before I left in the teaching hospital guest house, they secured accommodation for me because, in fact, they gave me 2 alternatives. I just went around and inspected the 2. You can't do that now. You have to beg everybody to get a place. I had 2 choices. One of the accommodation showed me was the one directly opposite Professor Akimola's house. The one opposite. But I've not known Professor Akimola then. No, let me go to the place that is so far inside so that people will not be coming to visit me. So I tried to choose the one that is further inside the university. That was how I made that decision. So, both of them made my experience in Ife and the university notably smooth and supportive. Although I met them for the first time, that is Professor Adetiloye and Professor Matakola, their significant impact on my life was profound and enduring. You would have thought I've made this for years, but that was my first time of meeting them. In the department, I met Dr. Dele Hamlet, my senior colleague, and the sole academic staff member at that time. He was the only one in the department. After joining, we became only 2 academic staff in the department. By mid to late 1993, I became the sole academic staff member responsible for both academic and clinical services. Despite the limited numbers, the department experienced steady growth. And today, it partly has 7 academic staff members, 1 senior lecturer, 1 reader, and 5 professors, all of whom were trained by me at various stages of their life. OAU provided numerous opportunities to expand my academic and clinical experience. A notable highlight was the Commonwealth Medical Fellowship Award for Pediatric Radiology in Birmingham, UK in 1994, facilitated by the late Professor Adetiloye. This was my first international experience, having previously opted for a Nigerian university over similar opportunities abroad after my school started. I got federal government scholarships to go abroad for training. And the day I was supposed to go to, I think it was the embassy, or to collect, no, I've already collected my passport. It only remained the visa. And I got home, and my father handed the letter of admission to the university. They couldn't take the decision on my behalf. I said, in those days, university was prestigious. To be a university undergraduate is prestigious. I said, look, I'm not going to UK, I'm going to UI. So that I can post in our area that, yes, that guy is from UI. If you go to UK, nobody will ever know. So I thought like that, no, I'm going to UI, I'm not going to UK. After all, I told him the opportunity will come to travel again. And my friends said, how can you do such a thing? Because they were already envying me. Look at this, after school start, look at this young guy going to UK. And here I was. I told you I'm not going anywhere. If you think something was wrong somewhere, do you know that? So, that was my first opportunity, but I told you that. So, my first international experience was given to me at OAU. When I finished my program in Birmingham, I was presented with a job offer as a special grade specialist at Birmingham Children's Hospital after the program. But I declined it. Nigeria was not as bad as this. Nothing to entice you. And some people thought, some of my colleagues, they stayed back. I said, I'm not staying, I'm going back to Ife. You know, to be a consultant is better than be a specialist grade doctor now. No, you can't degrade yourself because you want to stay abroad. I said, I'm going. So I declined it. During this fellowship in UK, I was offered a chance to train in Utrecht, the Netherlands, an arrangement by the Glasgow pediatric radiologists. In 1999, OAU graciously approved a leave of absence without pay for a position in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. My time in Saudi Arabia was immensely rewarding, not just financially, but also in expanding my clinical and academic horizons. The exposure to state-of-the-art equipment, modern radiological techniques, and rare medical conditions were invaluable. Professor Mrs. Dorothy Makojola, not Professor Roger Makojola, his wife, Professor Mrs. Dorothy Makojola, the first professor of radiology at OAU, not the first professor of radiology in OAU. Mrs. Makojola was the first professor of radiology. Played a crucial role in encouraging and facilitating this experience. I'm deeply grateful for our guidance and support during my time in the Arabian Peninsula. My tenure in Saudi Arabia also allowed me to demonstrate the high quality of Nigerian medical education. Releasing me to come back to Nigeria at the end of my leave of absence became a burden, as the University Teaching Hospital in Saudi Arabia was bent on retaining me permanently in their service. However, this offer was cleverly dodged, and I escaped. The word escaped, you know why I said escape? If an Arab wants you to stay, you better be wise before you turn the offer down. And have to, play some, I told them, my university have to come out to resign. So when I resign now, I will now come back. Yes, I lied, yes. But the truth there is that is the policy of the university. You can't resign from outside. I hope I'm correct, sir. You can't resign from outside, you must come back home. Yeah, that is the truth up till now. But I use that one to escape. So, an interesting aspect of my experience in Saudi Arabia was the contrast between its arid environment and the reliable electricity, water supply, and availability of quality food. My God, quality food in a desert. During Salah, this is shame to us. During Salah, prices of goods were significantly reduced to ensure that everyone, both the rich and the poor, enjoy the festivities. In Nigeria, the prices go up. All festivals, not only Muslim, but even Christmas, New Year, every small festival, they will double the price. But in Saudi Arabia, at a particular period, the first, I visit Rock. There are some shops, if you get there with a certain period, certain time, anything you buy is just 50%. I trust Nigerians. They will not buy anything throughout the year. They will wait for that. So that will be the day they will buy things they will take home. Because it's 50%. But I was told that I didn't get there at the right time. But whatever the case may be, I will still buy things at reduced price. I wish you can get to that level. My advice to those considering opportunities in the Middle East is to approach it with a clear time-bound plan rather than viewing it as a permanent move. Set specific objectives and goals you wish to achieve within a defined time frame. Additionally, maintain a conscious approach to medical practice to minimize the risk of unwarranted litigation. There's no, don't do that again in Saudi Arabia. No. They tell you, you're a specialist. You don't make a mistake now. So those of you that are planning, think twice. The pressure was there. The pressure was there. Because you won't want to make any mistake. Now, all these trainings, fellowships, and my experience in Saudi Arabia expanded my network and opened doors to various international conferences and additional training opportunities. They introduced me to global experts in radiology and paved the way for collaborative research projects, which I eagerly pursued. Immersing myself in the academic environment of OAU nurtured my intellectual curiosity, critical thinking. That is why at times people say, let's go in academics, there's something wrong with their brain. Critical thinking. That is the thing you get when you're in academics. intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and dedication to lifelong learning through research, teaching, and academic studies. This engagement led to significant fulfillment in advancing knowledge, mentoring students, and making impactful scholarly contributions. Despite resource limitation, my drive to enhance academic work persisted, resulting in meaningful publications, which as of today is over 90, that not only bolstered my academic profile, but also established my credibility in the field of radiology. Some of my research findings have featured in some standard textbooks, which I showed you during my inaugural. A notable highlight of my academic journey was my inaugural lecture titled "The Realities in Shadows and Images, Seeing is Believing and More Reliable Than Feelings," delivered on April 23, 2019. This lecture was the 336th inaugural lecture of OAU and the first ever presented by the Radiology Department of this university. Now, regarding this inaugural lecture, I must take a moment to acknowledge the significant role played by the late Professor Jerome Elushina, who was my CMAC during my tenure as CMA at OUTC. His encouragement was pivotal. He strongly urged me to deliver my inaugural lecture, even went as far as to reschedule his own lecture to make way for mine on that day, 23rd of April 2019. He was supposed to give his own every day. He went there, changed it, and put my name there. Then I was in trouble. By this singular action, he ensured that I could take this important step. His dedication to our friendship and his unwavering support were deeply appreciated and will continue to be remembered. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. That was somebody very loyal. My impact in academic extended beyond shaping clinical and academic radiology and collaborating with the scholars within and outside the university. It also included significant contributions to societal and university communities, community services through administration and advocacy. Serving as the head of radiology at various times over 15 years, and as deputy provost of the College of Health Sciences for 2 years, provided me with valuable insight into university administration. I was never a dean or provost. The highest was deputy provost. I am particularly grateful to late Professor Solomon Ogunniyi, the provost with whom I work with as deputy. True to his name, Solomon, he used his wisdom to persuade me to serve as his deputy when I was not prepared for the role. Just shortly after I finished as CMAC, I didn't want to take anything administrative again. And he used YO, and I entered his trap. I couldn't say no again. Working with him was a privilege, and I cherish the experience. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. In the mid to late 90s, I undertook advocacy roles as Hall Fellow for undergraduates and Deputy Hall Master for postgraduate course. One of my friends who facilitated is here sitting down here with his spouse. When they finally is here, I call him area father because he facilitated, he was who pushed me to do this, and he knows that I don't like subjects. I don't know how he did it. I just found that my name was listed among the all fellows or whatever. That was how I did so. You can see how people have been pushing me to what I don't want to do. What I didn't want to do. Anyway, this course involves listening to students, understanding their needs, and collaborating with stakeholders to implement positive changes in the halls of residence. Through these efforts, my colleagues and I help create an educational environment where every student could thrive and reach their full potential. At OAU, there is a saying that the reward for hard work is more work, which often led to the same individuals Being repeatedly called upon to serve on university committees, they recycle them. Let me say this. Don't think that the one trying to lobby. Sir, you know what I'm talking about. They will say, why change a winning team? Once they know that you are doing well, they will never change you. That is university for you. On account of this, I find myself involved in various committees, including those for convocation and College of Health Sciences induction ceremonies on several occasions. While this notion that the reward for hard work is more work might initially seem overwhelming, it actually reflects recognition, trust, and opportunities for growth. This pattern of increased responsibility was preparated to my personal and administrative development and served as a stepping stone to my advancement within the teaching hospital. OHAC experience. When I joined university, I was also appointed as an honorary consultant to the teaching hospital in radiology department. By mid to late 93, I became the sole consultant on site, responsible for both academic and clinical services, alongside, they said 5. I didn't get the figure right. 5 of you there, 5, not 4. 5 residents. Despite the small team, we worked diligently, and the department grew steadily. Today, the department boasts of 11 consultants now. From 1 to 2, there are now 11 consultants. All of whom are trained by me. And over time, the department has produced more than 100 residents who now serve as consultant radiologists in various hospitals, both nationally and internationally. With some holding professorial positions at other universities. Just as OAE provided me with the opportunity to enhance my clinical skill, OHTHC further supported my development. This included the 4-week First Foundation Medical Company / Siemens Medical Special Training Program in CT. Additionally, under the guidance of Prof. Cordially, then CMD, I received an extra 6 weeks of training in UK in 1997. Similarly, Emeritus Professor Wale Akishola recommended me for specialized training in renal transplantation radiology, while in UK at Manchester Royal Infirmary for an additional 2 weeks. I'm profoundly grateful to both Professor Cordially and Professor Akishola for their belief in my abilities and their support. Among the many conferences and training programs I attended, the most memorable one was the RSNA. RSNA means Radiological Society of North America. RSNA sponsored the Teachers Program at Bethesda, USA in 2004. Nominated by Professor Komalafe and jointly sponsored by the university and the teaching hospital, this program held at the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences was a significant highlight of my professional development. It was a military and paramilitary university, not for civilians. Although this was not my first visit to the US, but this experience offered me a broad perspective on both challenges and opportunities. I received clinical training attachment at the Naval Medical Center at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, the prestigious institutions known for their care of the American presidents and war veterans. I couldn't help but wish for similar high security hospitals for our leaders. The time spent at this esteemed institution was immensely rewarding. However, the program was marred by an ugly incident. The ugly incident was not in the hospital or in the university. It was marred by an ugly incident involving an individual who, upon recognizing our African heritage, became agitated and verbally abusive. This unprovoked hostility was a stark contrast to the otherwise positive and enriching experience within the university and the hospital environment. Let me give you this for 4 times. This very day, about 3 weeks, we'll be staying in the US, we'll be eating bread and all those mede, donuts and burgers. We were tired. We came all over Africa. About 6 of us came from Nigeria, all others from other parts of Africa. Now, we were going through these free journals. And we saw an advert where they sell Ewa, that is beans and Hindu. And we decided that we are going to that place. We didn't know the place was far. We took 2 vehicles to get to the place. During the first leg, we were in the bus. It was during summer. We want the African. They want to post that we are from Africa. We didn't know that it was going to create problem for us. This guy in black, not white, started abusing us. Go back home. This place is not safe. This place is not good for us. We are also. He was talking rubbish. And then we got down from the bus stop, he also came down. And I became and Dr. Akowo, I can't remember the 3rd person. We are 3. Dr. Akowo, if you see Akowo, ask him. The man was coming behind us. We were afraid. I was afraid because I thought he would bring out guns or knife. You know what we did? I don't know about Akowo. I tried to walk like the Americans too. So that he will think that this is one of us. And he probably change his mind that this is one of us. He was abusing us by just doing like this. And he followed us to the bus stop. And then we saw him sitting down waiting for us. We went and did on the shopping that we are not prepared for. Then we got a taxi to where we are going to eat dodo. And wow. So we spent almost 2 hours and then we came back to the same bus. It was still there. So when we saw it, we just changed our course and went somewhere else. I will tell you the truth. That was the day I remember all the atrocities that happened in America. I thought it would shoot us or bring out us and stab us. Anyway, thank God nothing happened. Alongside my clinical and academic responsibilities at OHC, I found myself in an accidental administrative role. I became an accidental administrator using Malam El-Rufai's term, accidental administrator. But with a twist, as mine involved leadership within the tertiary health institution. My entry into the hospital central administration began in 2006 thanks to the trust and support of the then CMD, Professor Adebayo. Before this time, Professor David Akinola had sought to appoint me as a CMAT during his tenure, but circumstances prevented it as I was out of the country. I'm grateful to Professor Akinola for his confidence in me. Now, Professor Adebayo and I worked closely, like twin brothers. We worked closely, often attending many meetings together. You say, "Bye, let us go." I'm not the same, you are the same thing now. Let us go. When he was unable to attend, he entrusted me to represent him at these crucial sensitive gatherings due to his immense trust and confidence in my loyalty and abilities. I deeply appreciate his faith in me and the opportunities he provided. These experiences, though I think this man is troubling my life, should have allowed me to enjoy myself at home. These experiences were instrumental in preparing me for my role as CMD from 2014 to 2022, allowing me to navigate the challenges and administration with solid foundation. Stepping into this political leadership role was something I had never anticipated. Given my natural inclination and apprehension towards complexities of such assignments, because I knew what he went through. We said a little bit yesterday. He also talked about his experience and narrated his experience. Don't let me go into that again. However, transitioning from academia and clinical practice to a political leadership position within the OHTC felt like embarking on a voyage through uncharted waters, just drifted like this initially. Navigating the intricate intersections of healthcare, academia, and politics presented both significant challenges and opportunities. This journey was defined by a constant effort to balance effective healthcare delivery with the demands of administrative management. A change from an academic radiologist to the chief executive officer of a tertiary health institution was not merely a character advancement. It was a transformative experience that significantly broadened my perspective and deepened my understanding of the complexities of healthcare delivery and Nigeria's intricate political landscape. I'm very sure my CMD has started realizing that now. 1 year is not too short to realize that. I found myself deeply immersed in a world of budgets. The accountant is here, yes. The DFA at that time is here. I found myself deeply immersed in a world of budgets, funding, regulations, and broader socio-political dynamics that influenced healthcare policy. People don't know anything, no. From navigating budget cuts that will make a seasoned accountant weep. How many times did you weep? Mr. Lobadi. The others are not here. From navigating budget cuts that will make a seasoned accountant weep, to dealing with the occasional difficult patients and their caregivers who insisted on self-diagnosis. I mean, people are becoming so knowledgeable, they think they know it all. They'll be asking questions and they want to tell you that they know as much as you. You see, this is what we face. Maybe many of you don't know. And they bring themselves to the same police office. Self-diagnosing themselves, enforcing their rights, and threatening to institute litigation. That was what brought the idea of having a Department of Legal Unit in the hospital. We were losing cases in those days. We had no lawyer in the hospital. So when I became CMD, one of the things I ensured that we had was the Department of Legal. Juggling budgets to meet the needs of the hospital within the ambit of the law, navigating hospital stroke national politics, and attempting to decipher this mysterious inner workings of the healthcare system came like hurricane. I know you've explained your whole time of hurricane. Now, yes, and of course, personally, you also experience school. Likewise, his predecessors. They all experienced the hurricane. It's not peculiar to me again. In addition, the role required navigating complex bureaucratic structures, forging strategic alliances with stakeholders, and advocating for resources amid competing interests and priorities. The decisions made in this context have substantial implications for both the institution and, of course, Osun State that we serve. At the point we are told not to employ anybody from Osun State again. But we will not go and tell you. But we knew that. And when decisions are made, you know why we made that decision. They will say, oh man, something about the same thing. And that character told us, you have exceeded the quota for Osun State. But you go and tell them, you have to use wisdom. I quickly realized the importance of building strategic partnerships and adeptly managing bureaucratic challenges to ensure the success and sustainability of OHTC. This change, while filled with these challenges, taught me to balance financial constraints with organizational needs, communicate effectively with diverse audiences. You have to learn how to communicate. From various categories of members of staff to government officials. You must learn that. And make difficult decisions amidst uncertainty and ambiguity. This is what creates problem between us and the union. There are so many ambiguity. They will move back. They will leave you to take decision. You go to Abuja How many times have you been to Abuja? All manners of things. You have to take decisions. And many of them are so ambiguous. And they live, if there's no problem, you are doing well. If there are problems, they now start doing all manners of things. Amidst the tough challenges and obstacles, there were also moments of triumph and transformation as we navigated financial constraints, overcame regulatory hurdles, and addressed both internal and external pressures with resilience and determination. Consequently, our efforts led to significant milestones and substantial progress. We expanded access to quality care services, improved patient outcomes, enhanced research capabilities, advanced medical knowledge, and strengthening our academic programs. We established PPP, public practice partnership, across various specialties, leveraging collective expertise to tackle complex financial challenges and drive positive change. Over my 2-term tenure as CMD, supported by a dedicated team and guided by divine favor, we also achieved notable successes. Some of them were mentioned earlier on. This included over 80 open heart surgeries in the first 2 years, more than 600 pinhole surgeries, and 100 total knee and hip replacement surgeries in the subsequent 4 years. Our progress was further marked by infrastructure developments, new projects, and equipment upgrades. A significant highlight was relocating the dental center to the teaching hospital for the first time. Dental center the tenant, or just the tenant of the provost, before we moved them out of the college to the hospital. Saving the best for last, as I was completing my tenure, was the acquisition of new digital equipment and a 1.5 Tesla MRI machine, which is still being installed in the hospital. With this experience, I witnessed firsthand the transformative impact of research and innovation in enhancing patient outcomes and pushing the boundaries of medical advancement. Also, throughout this journey, I remain committed to the education and training of future generations of resident doctors, medical students, and other healthcare professionals. And today, I'm proud of the strides we have made as an institution. As I reflect, I remember that from the onset, I sought to lead with integrity, excellence, and pursuit of truth, empathy, humility, and a deep sense of purpose, recognizing that the true measure of success lay not in the personal accolades, but in the lives we touched positively and the impact we made. So don't be swollen anywhere, but you tried, yeah, you did this. That is not what makes you as a leader. The positive impact that you made on people. While we have implemented innovative programs to enhance patient care, fostered a culture of continuous learning, and built partnership extending our impact beyond the hospital, our work is far from complete. Mr. CMD, our job is far from complete. I wish you all the best of luck. The healthcare landscape is continually evolving. With challenges such as rising costs, drugs are very expensive now. Do you know that? Health disparities, chronic diseases, and the Jackpot syndrome. I know some of you are planning there, and I've been confronting some people in my department. When you go home in the evening, you lock your door and start doing this on laptop. Stay back. Yet, I'm confident in our resilience, ingenuity, and collective will to address these challenges. Reflecting again, I am reminded of the ancient mariner who embarked on a voyage. My classmate will remember we read Ancient Marina. I didn't like literature. No, I've never liked literature. But I enjoyed Ancient Marina. Now, my president is a literary person. That's why he's a lawyer. So these are the people that love literature. I never liked literature. Because our teacher will not read this and then come up with some funny, meaning. But I said, what is the meaning of this? Let us go straight. Science is either yes or no. But literature, they start twisting things for you, that this is what the person means by striking it. That is why I was never a fan of Odeshirika's books. Do you understand? But this one, I remembered, because it was interesting. So, I am reminded of the ancient mariner who embarked on a voyage guided by the stars and driven by destiny. You remember that part? Similarly, I ventured into this unknown realm of unknown realm, guided by passion for knowledge, and commitment to service. Though the journey had its rough patches, it has left me stronger, wiser, and more resolute in my mission to make meaningful difference in our community. As I'm nearing the conclusion of my short lecture, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on some of the highlights of my journey, particularly the recognitions and awards I have received. Throughout my career, I have been honored with more than 5 notable recognitions and 29 awards. These accolades reflect both my contributions to knowledge and the appreciation for my service. However, listen real good. It is important to remember that awards, titles, degrees, and positions do not define us. That is not what defines you. What truly matters are the values we uphold and the legacy we leave behind. So don't bask in the euphoria of, I have 10 PhDs, and this X, that. That is not what defines us. In the end, life's value is not found solely in the destination, but in the journey itself. The lessons learned, the obstacles overcome, and the people encountered along the way. As long as we remain true to ourselves and to our calling, the journey is always worthwhile, and every challenge becomes an adventure. I have navigated this path with gratitude for all the experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I face the future with optimism. Words of advice. No valedictory lecture will be complete without a few words of wisdom. So, here are my words of advice. Let me start with my colleagues. So, my colleagues in radiology, within and outside of OE, and the next generation of radiology, that means the residents. As I prepare to transition into retirement, I'd like to share some thoughts with you about our dynamic field. Radiology, especially, is dynamic. It's not like the surgeons, or the physicians. Am I talking? Are you with me? Yeah. I'm happy because somebody abused me. Somebody said no. Anyway, we are dynamic. As we embrace the job of teaching, take pride in guiding and inspiring the next generation of radiologists. Don't neglect the residents. Sharing your knowledge and passion for patient care can make a lasting impact. Always double check your findings and appreciate the value of contrast imaging. Remember, sometimes the most crucial insights come from what isn't immediately visible. That is why we have review areas. Behind every image is a patient seeking answers and comfort. So don't say, this is just X-ray. Behind such images, the patients seeking answers and comfort. Communicate with empathy, offering not just diagnosis, but also reassurance to patients and their families. And that goes for all physicians here, anyway, not only radiologists. Radiology is integral to a multidisciplinary team. Seize opportunities to work closely with other clinicians and healthcare professionals. Effective collaboration can significantly enhance patient care. The field of radiology evolves rapidly. That is why it is dynamic. Stay curious, attend conferences, engage in continuing education, keep abreast of the latest research to provide the best care possible. I know what they will say that they will not sponsor them. Mr. Vice Chancellor sir, and Mr. CMD, please sponsor them. Please. It has, good reward. Strive for healthy work-life balance and foster a supportive work environment. Maintaining positive relations with colleagues is essential for both personal and professional well-being. I'm confident that you will continue to advance our field with dedication and passion. To university and hospital administrators, be loyal to the leadership of your institution. Promote a culture of collaboration that includes all members of staff, students, and community members. Your collective efforts can drive meaningful progress. Invest in the growth and development of your team members. Support continuous learning and empower individuals to reach their full potential. Maintain high standards of integrity and accountability. Lead by example, demonstrating honesty and a commitment to excellence that others will follow. Now to Mr. Vice Chancellor and the CMD. Everybody will have their own piece of cake. Because this is my last day at work. Let me sit down. They won't punish me though. They can't sack me. They'll give me something. Let's forget that. Out of a few minutes left in this university. You need to know that balancing academia and political leadership requires a delicate balance between the scholarly pursuit of knowledge and the practical demands of administration. Here are some strategies to navigate this complex landscape. In spite of your administrative responsibilities, prioritize your academic duties. Don't be too far away from your colleague. The administration is just temporary. That is why you should not mentor people and join them in collaborative work. Continue to engage in research as much as time allows. Publish scholarly articles and participate in academic conferences. This not only keeps you connected to the academic community, but also ensures that you contribute to the advancement in your field of knowledge. Recognize that you cannot do everything yourself. Delegate administrative tasks to capable individuals within your team. Not only capable, loyal. No, that they will stab you at the back. Never forget that they will stab you. If you have to delegate, know the people you delegate responsibility to. Trust in the expertise of your colleagues and empower them to take on leadership roles within their respective domains. Determine where your time and energy will have the greatest impact and focus on those areas. Communicate your priorities to your team and stakeholders, ensuring alignment and clarity of purpose. Build bridges and not walls between departments. That is very important. Build bridges and not walls between departments, institutions, and stakeholders, both in academic and political spheres. Leveraging your position to foster interdisciplinary research, educational initiatives, and policy development. Cultivate open and transparent communication channels with staff, students, and external stakeholders. Solicit feedback, listen to concerns, and be responsive to the needs of the community. Demonstrate humility, integrity, professionalism, and a commitment to excellence in all aspects of your work. Serve as a role model for staff, students, and inspiring others to uphold high standards of scholarship and leadership. Invest in your own professional development. Mr. Assembly, there is a problem I need to go because I have very few weeks. It's mandatory that you must go to ASCON. Note it down and go. It's your right. You'll be sponsored. But by the time that policy came, I was always asked, so why should I be going for training in ASCON when I'm almost out? It's waste of government money. So you are new. Find out. I think I've forwarded some of this information to you. Go and learn. I'm saying it's not easy. You are an academic. And the same thing goes with my colleagues in other specialties. So invest in your professional development through leadership training, mentorship, and networking opportunities. Stay abreast of current trends, best practices, and emerging issues in healthcare leadership. Finally, prioritize self-care and well-being amidst the demands of service and political leadership. Find time to relax. Make time for of work that nourishes mind, body, CMDs. I was never pleased, so maybe they may take some cue from it. Working with the boss of management will be very challenging, and this can create friction between the leadership of the institution and the board, impeding efficiency and undermining the authority of the chief executive. The challenges are numerous. I think they are here. These are the ones. You can read the conflicting priorities and all those things. Please, can you come down a little bit so that they can read? Come down a little bit. Those are the things that will create problem. Okay? Now, establishing clear roles and responsibilities, promoting a culture of transparency and accountability, and promoting mutual respect and trust are essential for overcoming these challenges and driving organizational success. Now, dealing with the National Assembly, it is a different ballgame. Different ballgame of challenges, as you will see over there. You need to maintain self-discipline, integrity, and foster a culture of transparency. Can you please, no, you are going to the end. Come down. Now, yes, stay there. These are the things you have to note. Now, there is a question that I put in red. Oversized functions. Prof. Adetiloye said something about oversized functions yesterday. It wasn't a joke. Oversized functions may sometimes lead to tense and adverse interactions, and also can be destructive and damaging to the reputation of the CMD and that of the organization to lead. Not that there are issues. All this may occur as a result, as a fallout of not doing the needful. That's why it's correct. I won't say more than that. And don't quote me. Don't quote me. I've not said anything. Sorry. So, reflecting on all these two levels of encounter during my tenure as Chief Medical Director of 8 years plus, I can't help but marvel at the sheer audacity of these challenges I faced together with other members of the management and colleagues. When you refuse to compromise your integrity and accountability, as I did severally, your persecution begins in full strength. Even after leaving the office, they still come after you, threatening you with all manners of funny letters to rock you, to shake you. At times, it may be unending. Like the saying goes, If you fight corruption, corruption will fight you back, even 30. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. No, we are complicated, you need to understand. It's highly coded. Ladies and gentlemen, while in office almost each day brought with it a new and unexpected adventure in the world of administration. It was indeed a delight bidding farewell to the world of hospital administration when I completed my tenure. Thank God I finished. Former DA is here, Dr. Ile-Ile. You know what I'm talking about now. Thank God I'm leaving. Every day, new problem. No. In conclusion, with all told, I want to believe that I have not left you in doubt or imagination as to what constitutes the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that is the title of my reflections on the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I have not left you in doubt as to what constitutes the good, the bad, and the ugly in this litany of my life's journey. Together, let us continue to push the boundaries of healthcare to excellence in all endeavors and to fulfill our mission of making a meaningful difference in the lives of those we serve. After all said and done, I cannot help but feel a bit like an X-ray. Like an X-ray image. A little exposed. Some of you will not understand. We are talking in tongues now. A little exposed. Sometimes transparent. And definitely in need of some interpretation. Only my colleagues in the specialty of radiology can attempt the interpretation. Of course, after what feels like a lifetime of deciphering the mysteries of mysteries hidden within the countless radiographs, CT scan, ultrasound, MRI, I'm finally hanging up my leg apron. Somebody will hang my leg apron. It's in my office. But that doesn't provide any knowledge. I'm finally hanging up my leg apron and bidding farewell to the world of diagnostic radiology in the public sector. As I bid farewell to the hallowed works of regular academia and medical service, I was served as medical doctor for 44 years, consultant radiologist for 36 years, full professor for 20 years, and in service of OAU for 32 years. I wish to leave with a simple request to those of you that are still in the business. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Don't be too stiff. Relax, man. Remember to always keep a healthy supply of humor close at hand. Who know me know that I crack jokes. Even when things are very difficult and serious, I crack this about it. And let me tell you the reason. To douse tension. Not that I'm a serious person. So note that one today. That man always jokes about everything. It's not that I'm serious, I know what I'm doing. To douse tensions, to make you relax, and even to calm myself too. So, remember to always keep a healthy supply of humor close at hand. After all, laughter may not be the best medicine for all problems, but it certainly makes the work a whole lot more enjoyable. As I embark on the next chapter of my life, or maybe career in the private sector, if the opportunity comes, I will do so with a sense of optimism and excitement for the countless lives I will touch along the way. Well, appreciations. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for your unwavering support, dedication, and commitment to excellence. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve in various capacities within the institutions and I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm immensely proud of all that we have accomplished together. I want to express my profound gratitude to the university authorities, from the principal officers to the officers and staff of the College of Health Sciences, Faculty of Clinical Sciences, and all stakeholders who have supported me throughout this journey. I want to express my deepest appreciation to the various management boards, the management teams, the staff, and all stakeholders who have entrusted me with the responsibility of leading OUTC. For 8 years of my tenure as the CMD, there was no single local strike. This level of support, dedication, and unwavering commitment through the benevolence of God have been the cornerstone of my success. To my colleagues and residents in the Radiology Department, let me start by appreciating you for putting all this together. What means you are witnessing today? I did not participate at all. Madam Ejuli, thank you very much. They put everything together. Just as the CMD with his team put everything together yesterday, I was just going around like a birthday boy. So, to my colleagues and residents in the Radiology Department, let me start by appreciating you for putting together this program of valedictory lecture stroke retirement to mark my 78th birthday. What a pleasant surprise beyond my imaginations. I don't know how much you tax yourself, but when you got the money, God will replenish it all. It is only God that can show you more gratitude for this honor you have given me today. I also appreciate the support I received from the radiographers and other members of staff in the department all these years. All of you have made my journey smooth. I have full confidence that the future of radiology is bright in your capable hands. Thank you for everything, and may you continue to thrive and make a profound impact in the field of radiology. Thank you for the many years of collaboration and shared commitments to excellence. To my colleagues in other departments, let's not forget the groundbreaking research we have undertaken together, which I hereby acknowledge and appreciate you for. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve alongside each and every one of you, to laugh, to learn, and occasionally to debate the merits and demerits, especially during political periods. I also want you to know that amidst the laughter and light-hearted banter in the consultant lounge in the hospital and along the corridors, there was a profound sense of gratitude that fills my heart. To students and residents, past and present in other departments, I offer my sincerest gratitude for your support, your unwavering enthusiasm, and your remarkable interest in the countless lectures of the intricacies of image interpretation. Reflecting on my years of service to our community, I'm keenly aware that none of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of my family. Somebody should translate that into English, please. Throughout the challenges and trials of my public service, yesterday I mentioned something like that. The problem that you face as a leader is transmitted to one front. So you can imagine what your family will be going through. You're not the only one going through it. And I think they deserve an applause for that. Throughout the challenges and trials of my public service, they have been my pillars of strength, my source of motivation, and my constant reminder of why this work matters. Therefore, to my dear wife, thank you for being my rock. With the help of the Almighty God, for understanding the demands of my role, and for always standing by my side with patience and love. Your unwavering support with countless days of fasting and prayers. I know many of you will know that. That is the secret. Your unwavering support with countless days of fasting and prayers have been the bedrock upon which I have built my career and services. To my children, Damilola, Bola, Sheol, Tosin, Olumide, and their spouses, and to my grandchildren, thank you for your understanding and my absence during critical moments, which have always been met with love and encouragement. I was an absentee father for many years. Many years. Certainly not less than 10 years. Your resilience and understanding have taught me invaluable lessons about sacrifice and dedication. To my siblings, they are all here. They are somewhere scattered somewhere. They are in an old they disappear. Oh, they are there. To my siblings, Wega, Ni, may so rest in perfect peace. Titi, Sheyi, Diola, Shola, and their spouses. To my extended family, my in-laws, the Birukes, the Aromolanos, Ogums, Ofozie. Ofozie is here. Professor and Mrs. Ofozie, they are here. They are there. And Vance Midi. They moved out. They are based in Netherlands. To my friends and loved ones, thank you for your encouragement, understanding, and patience throughout the years. Your belief in me has fueled my determination to serve to the best of my abilities. And lastly, my profound gratitude to the countless patients who have entrusted me with their care. No, the patients have the right to turn you down. They say, no, I don't want it. But there's nothing you can do about it. Before I go, this is key and it's very important. One day you're carrying key, you imagine you put him on. I can see signs of royal fathers here. You are welcome, sirs. We should be with royal fathers. There's no way by which you can be perfect. You can't be perfect. In a leadership position, there's no way you will not step on toes leading to offenses. We are not the same. We have temperaments. We have our own temperaments. I have my own temperament. And these offenses might be as a result of things that are so trivial. For example, if you have an enigmatic personality like me, no, some people don't even understand me. You may misconstrue so many things I do. I'm not from my heart. You take offense. Pressure of the office can run you mad. And if you're not careful, you will misbehave. When you take some difficult decisions, some people will not be happy with your decision. They will not know that it's not you, but there's forces beyond your control. And if you must maintain your integrity, there's no by which you won't step on toes. Whatever may be the reasons that you have taken offense against me, I'm very sorry. Just note that those actions that you consider as offense were not intended or premeditated. We have our temperaments. Find a place in your heart to forgive me, as I've already forgiven those who believe they have offended me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. God bless you.
Please, we give him a standing ovation.
musicians, I want you to learn this. The musicians.
Okay, please, the Vice Chancellor has to leave, and so we would quickly take, we'll do photographs with the principal.
Today is also his birthday. So what is also his birthday? I want to sing his birthday song for him and cut the cake. The representative of the please, I still want you to be around. And then we need to take pictures. Please, Professor and Mrs. Adetiloye, I will still want you to stay there. We have to take some pictures. We have more pictures to take. Please.
Okay, so it's going to be in this order. The next set of people will be the children.
Simply the children of Professor and Mrs. Adetiloye.
Okay, maybe the extended family,
Well,
siblings and extended family.
in simplest case, they are called people. We want them. The siblings, Professor Adetiloye siblings, brothers and sisters. Pharmacy College classmates. Yes. hand over now to the dean.
Please, can we have our seats? Yes. So the dean will be presenting plaque to the celebrants from the Faculty of Clinical Sciences.
To do this, on behalf of the faculty, will be by our former deans of D. Professor Showani, please, can you come forward? Thank you for the honor and privilege. On behalf of the Faculty of Clinical Sciences, I want to present this appreciation award to Professor Adebayo Adetiloye on his retirement from service and 70th birthday. Thank you for your distinguished services and dedication to academic excellence and mentorship in the Faculty of Clinical Sciences. Happy retirement and best wishes. Today, 14th of August, 2024. Congratulations.
Please wait. The dean, the provost, we want to hand over to you, sir. The provost. Professor, you can go to the other side so that you need it.
On behalf of the staff and students of the College of Health Sciences, Obafemi Awolowo University, where Prof. Adetiloye has served victoriously for the past 32 years. And we are delighted and happy to present this talk. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much, Professor Provost, for that. Yeah, thank you. If any other people have gifts to present, please you can bring them forward now. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking this long for this program. We can't thank you enough for that. The next thing now is to give you the vote of thanks. I'll call on Professor Mrs. Famurewa. You are the fantastic five when the back joins. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who refused to become a professor.
Not because you can't. And it's obvious you are making your marks in Lagos radiology. And I can recall that one of your experiences is why ARIN was formed. So thank you very much, Dr. Kuti. You are not an academician, but you are doing quite a lot for radiology. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty God who made it possible for us to celebrate the 70th birthday of our teacher and mentor, our old Oga, Professor Adebayo Adetiloye. Please let's give God a round of applause because God is good. I'm sure if you all look back
in the past 32 years that he joined the system, we can count many things that have happened. Many who were with us, but unfortunately are no more. But today, he's alive and well and celebrated, surrounded by family, friends, and well-wishers. Praise the Lord. I know this is not a religious occasion, but we must give honor to whom honor is due. So praise the Lord if you can. Hallelujah. We give God the glory. Now I want to thank every one of us that is still in this hall. I have quite a long list here, but it is important that you deemed it fit to wait patiently to this moment, to this point. So thank you very much for waiting up until now. It's been a long day, but I'm sure everybody and Tobato, Bojo, so we are celebrating our Oga. Thank you for waiting to this point. I want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Simeon Bamire, who was ably represented by Professor Akinyemi, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research and Development. And I want to thank our old dear Provost, Professor Kolawole, and the Dean, Professor Salako. I almost said Professor Showande, but the baton has just been changed. Thank you very much for coming and for honoring our Oga today, and thank you for your gifts. I want to thank the senior professors who have been here. Many of them have left. I want to thank Professor Adebayo, cited many times in Oga's Valedictory lecture. Thank the professors Olasode, Professor and Professor Mrs. Olasode, Professor Irabo, Professor Mrs. Akiola, Professor Fakunle, Professor Ayoka of Physiology, Professor Nokoya, Professor Alatishe, Professor Komulafe. I'm sure I have not exhausted the list, but this list goes to show the eminent personality that our Oga, the quintessential Omoeko himself, is. So thank you all for coming. And I want to thank our senior colleagues in radiology who graciously graced this occasion. If you permit me to use that English, Professor Adeyinka from University College Hospital Ibadan, Professor Shoyebi from Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Professor Adelekun from University of Benin Teaching Hospital, and we also have Dr. Akim Oladu here, all the way from Ibadan. We have quite a number of our colleagues from Oshogo, from Ogbomoso here. We are very grateful that you are able to make it. Thank you very much. I want to especially recognize some of Oga's past residents who came from out of town. Dr. Shaw, Dr. Seatman, Dr. Kumorotsi, Dr. Dolami, Dr. Lasaji, Dr. Osiatuma. Thank you very much. I'm sure I didn't exhaust the list. I didn't see everybody. But know that you are well appreciated and recognized. And I want you to please rise up for recognition as representatives of over the 100 residents that Professor Adetiloye has trained. Please rise up for recognition. If you are a radiologist trained by Professor Adetiloye, thank you very much for coming. Oh, thank you, ma, for standing up to join that group. From our discussion yesterday, thank you, ma. God bless you. Thank you for your financial contributions. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything that you have done to make this a beautiful occasion. I want to recognize the Director of Radiography of Obafemi Awolowo University, Mr. Lamidi, and I want to recognize Mr. Adebayo. I'm told he's here. Oh yes, you are looking younger, sir. Professor Chokoza, thank you. Mr. Adebayo, thank you very much. I want also to recognize and thank Oga's friends, the Father Ibis. Thank you very much. God bless you. Oga's in-laws, thank you very much for coming. I want to thank God for the Molusians. I think they have left. But they gave us a very, very important point that the motto of the school, it really struck me when they said only the best is good for Africa. And I believe that is one of the takeaways from today's inaugural lecture. If you see yourself as Africa, only the best is good for you, only the best is good for Africa. I want to thank everyone that has to join online. I know that Tosi is probably online, Professor Maji is probably online. There are so many people which I believe are joining online. Sorry I didn't contact the media people to get an actual list, but for making the time to switch on your computer, use your data to join this program, thank you very much. And yes, there are the people that are celebrating, but we have to thank them. Before we come to them, I want to thank the representatives of the Owa Obokun of Ijeshaland, Oba Dr. Gabriel Aromolano, Kabiesio. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Eba Adishamu, àwọn bàbá pé àmọ́ lóore ẹ ṣe wọn ní sà, àdúpẹ́ sà. Now to go to Oga's family, want to thank God for the children they are celebrating. But like Oga said, you know, he gave us a proverb in Yoruba and said we should try and interpret it into English. So that's what I'm going to do now. He said, it is what you put in the trumpet that the trumpet will blow. That is a rough translation. And you can see that they have put a very, very good music in the trumpet that is Professor Victor Adebayo Adetiloye. So thank you very much, children of Oga, the spouses, the grandchildren. And I also want to thank Mommy, Princess Adetiloye. Thank you very much for being Oga's role. Thank you for all those days of prayers and fasting. Please, could you give this woman of virtue a big round of applause? So forgive me if I have missed your particular group or your person out of this vote of thanks. I would like to conclude by saying thank you to every one of us for making time to come and honor a very, very humorous, that's one aspect of him that I really cherish. Very humorous, very cerebral, very kind, very compassionate Oga that pays a lot of attention to detail. Thank you for coming to celebrate me. And I want to pray that the shouts of joy and rejoicing shall continue in all our tabernacles. Please let's give ourselves a big round of applause for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Famore. The family, the siblings want to present to him. And as we are doing that, we are going to sing his birthday song also for him. The young man is 70 today. I think I have more gray hair than him. How is he doing it? I don't know. But I'm proud of you, sir.
On behalf of your sibling, it is my pleasure to present this gift to our brother, a role model of simplicity, an epitome of honesty, a pace setter in the family. On behalf of our siblings, it is our pleasure to present this token to you in appreciation of your worth, your value, your support as a pillar in the family. There is nothing you can present today that can qualify what you and your wife have been doing in the family. On behalf of others, it is my pleasure to present this to you.
No, I'm not the doctor. We don't watch it.
I should do what? Okay.